Thank you, Boom Creeper, for becoming a member for 36 months. Thank you so much. Hey everyone, and welcome to tonight's ASMR gaming video. Now in tonight's video, guys, we are going to be playing on a new beta game of Battlefield 6. Now I'm incredibly excited. As you can see, I have been playing a fair bit of the new game, just getting used to the controls. I do have the adapted triggers on, the vibrations on, just to get a real feel for the game. Now I can honestly say, if you haven't used the adaptive triggers or anything like that on your PlayStation 5, definitely give it a try. Honestly, it's so much more immersive than you actually think it would be. Now, my opinion on the game since playing the last Battlefield 2047, I can honestly say there's a lot more to this, which is actually a lot more engrossing, a lot more fun. I think the one thing I would definitely say that is a struggle on this game is the open space. If you have an open spaced map, you're going to be dealing with quite a lot of snipers and heavily, sort of like ambushed every 5 seconds. So spawn points aren't always, the best. So you definitely need to watch out when you're doing domination matches like this. Castle Road is quite small, so you got to be careful of the buildings as well. So I could definitely say that this is going to be one of those intense games. So we're going to try, because it's a close quarter game, we're going to go with the engineer. SMG at the moment is the one to go for. If you are using an assault rifle, I would definitely switch up to using the shotgun. If you're good with a shotgun, then great. It is very overpowered in that sense, so yeah. I would also like to mention, if you are playing this game by yourself, then you're going to have a little bit worse of a time looking for someone to revive you, so you definitely need to keep an eye on that. When it goes to domination, always go for B first. It's always going to be the most tricky, and everyone's going to try and jump on it as well, so just keep an eye out for that. Movement on this game is way better than what you would think it would be. It is just so much more responsive. The slide cancelling and things like that is just insane. And the sort of footsteps, every time you're using the footsteps, you can feel it on the controller, but you can also get a good sound out of people as well. Like, you can definitely hear the footsteps near you, which is always cool. I will also say, when you're shooting, guys, if I just aim at this wall right now, there's not really much recoil in terms of that. You can control the gun so much more easy in terms of other games. I mean, an SMG or an AR, probably say the AR is a bit more robust, but in terms of like the aiming side, you're definitely going to get as well. A lot of times when you're getting shot at, it feels like you're getting shot quite quickly compared to usual. It's probably just because they've hit headshots on you, or, I mean, like that was terrible aim from me, but just holding it down, hoping that someone revives you. You're definitely going to have someone coming across, but like I said, because you're not with your actual friends or anything like that, you're going to find it very difficult to actually get revived. Might as well just die, you're wasting time. And yeah, I'll definitely say this is way more intense it's close quarters because you can't really tell who's who. I will say, if you change the settings for indoor sort of visuals, you have a better chance with it. Just because when you're running into a building, the buildings are pitch black, so you have to do something with the settings to try and adjust that. That's the only thing I'd probably say you guys would be able to do. Okay. There's a few little bugs, but if I'm being honest, there is a lot more. It's a lot better than a lot of games have done in terms of betas. But I'd always take this with a pinch of salt. You know, just try and play as best you can. Don't expect the world from the game because it is still in its beta phase. But in terms of how the game is feeling, how the movement is, how satisfying it is when you get a kill as well, the sound effects, all those different cool things that everybody wants. It's so much more enjoyable. I generally can't see anything, so I'm just going to push out. There we go. There's always another. Oh, I just had to reload. That's annoying. But yeah, even though your teammates might be medics, this, that and the other, but it doesn't mean that you're actually going to get revived. It's just one of those things. I'll take the shotgun though. I mean, look at that. The shotguns are just stupid. That's one thing I think they will nerf when it comes to the actual game down the road, because the shotguns are just absolutely ridiculous when it comes to it. If you just have one guy coming in, you're just going to blow them away. I think someone's going to be coming in from there. I mean, look at that. That's just mental, isn't it? Right, let's see if we can get rid of that, because if someone comes up, we can take that. I want to try and make sure that these guys, the mad thing is, no building is safe. You might think that some buildings are better off than others, but genuinely, if you've got the right sort of, explosives or an RPG or launcher, you're going to take out that building. That is what this game's all about. It's just more so destructive than the usual lot, so question is, if I'm running out in the open like this with a shotgun, it's not the best thing, especially for close combat. Damn it. That's annoying. But the shotgun feels amazing. When you're using the shotgun, it just feels unreal. The trigger adaptation is just, it's mental. I think the grenade throwings needs a bit of work, but wow, okay. That was a shotgun. That was a one shot with the shotgun. That's wild. I don't know how that makes enough sense, to be honest. That's not good. Should not be reloading out in the streets like that. Someone's gonna come out. It's annoying when someone's in the way as well. We can definitely take B. No one's here, so that's fine. Go outside and come out this way. There's always going to be one in the back alley. Oh my god. I haven't done too well on the kill side or the devs, but assists 6 as well. That is impressive. Wow, we got revived. That's also a first. Oh, there we go. Don't know, I got double kills on that. That one's quite nice. That felt good. First double kill of the day. But there we go. Ended up on 10 and 8. Okay, we got a positive. Got that at the end. Crazy. But honestly, if you're not into the bigger maps and quite as much open space, then your best bet is to go for domination matches, a lot more close combat, a lot more gritty. But yeah, the SGX factory, yeah, it's amazing. The guns feel great, shotguns feel great, movement feels fantastic. I need to change a few of my weapons, I would say. But in terms of obviously getting that, we're third on the board, which isn't bad. Usually I would like to be in around the 20s to 30 mark when it comes to the kills, but yet again, we're still just getting used to the game itself. But guys, if you do want to see more sort of Battlefield games, especially when the game comes out, I'll be more than happy to, show off some videos. I've definitely got a few videos already saved with a couple of friends I played with. I'm going to try the assault because this has got the shotgun involved as well. Definitely like the, I'm trying to think of what the gun is. Yeah, the NVO. That is a beast of a weapon. If you guys haven't tried it, definitely give it a try. Mix up some of the attachments and the scopes and things like that. But like I said, don't mess around with A because your teammate's going to get A. Try and go for B, and from this point you're pretty much going to be on a better stand and better position than most. Then try to get... Okay, right, that was a 2-shot. That's wild. Even though I shot him majority of the time in the head. Usually those are more instantaneous when it comes to the shots. But yeah, wild. That's what I mean when you go into rooms like this. They're very dark and dull, and you can't really make out what's going on. Okay, that was the wildest shooting and spraying and praying and hoping for the best on that one. This building's gonna collapse. There we go. Knew it. Someone's obviously here. Just gotta look around. There we go. Nice. Right, we've taken B now. We've got B. Oh, someone's obviously gonna come up behind, but weirdly enough, in the worst possible spawn point ever. That is crazy, that spawn point. Did I just literally get killed here? Same guy. That is the same guy. I'm not even joking. That is the same dude. And they've spawned me 2 feet away again from where I got killed. That's wild. I'm not entirely sure what they are doing with the spawn point killing. Is he even in here? I got an assist. Alright, let's try and get him. Obviously you can drag him, things like that, which is cool, but gotta get that kill. I thought that was a teammate there, is it? That's an enemy. I think the assault rifle, when it comes to bullets, are a lot more accurate in terms of that. Wouldn't say they're the most. SMGs are probably less recoil. Okay, that's annoying. Now we're currently 4th. Oh well, we're first in our team, but that's crazy. Sorry, didn't I just shoot you directly with a shotgun and you did not die? That's wild. Damn it. Dying a lot here now. This is getting crazy. Shotgun is going to be a little bit more difficult when it comes to... Sorry, a grenade just blew up right near him. Come on now. You cannot tell me that was the case. They're doing well, they're holding their own. I can't hear anything now. I haven't heard anything this entire game, to be fair. I can't hear anything, and my aim is all of a sudden gone really bad, so we're gonna change that. And you can change that. I think that's a cool aspect of the game. You can change it like straight away, no messing around. Again, this is more open map, which is a little bit more frustrating, I would definitely say. I'm not going to change that, am I? That was a good kill. That was funny. I do think some of the kills on here can be quite hilarious when you got like the grenade launchers and things. Comes down to positioning as well, and the positioning I'm in is not great. Right, come here, you. Oh! Did you see that? That was literally a one shot with a pistol, a jumping pistol shot. That was nuts. I definitely approve of that. That was class. That was insane. It's just these campers, man, just sitting there in their little box, thinking they're like the best gamers in the world, but they're genuinely just ass. Like, there's no building left for that. Wide open. I just don't know what my teammates are genuinely doing. There's just so many people just getting absolutely dogged. This is ridiculous. 16 deaths. I'm not going to make this game. This is definitely a failed win for sure. Come on, peek. Come on, peek. Oh, I got one. Couldn't see the other one. Right, revive this dude. Like, why is he on our side? We're spawning in and like no one's on our side. It's just nuts. Right, where are these guys? I'm in the open, but I'm taking B. They're above. What? He's in the fire. He's just lying in the fire. That's insane. That is genuinely insane. Surely his body should be burning up. Okay, that's wild. And I'm gonna die. Once you get snagged, you are pretty much done for. Like, that is just the end of it. Some maps are good, some maps are a lot worse, but you can have some better games than others. It genuinely does depend on, you know, who you're playing with, who your teammates are. And sadly, you can't really change that. Right, we've captured B, that's fine, but yeah, their win is imminent. terms of how fun the game is, it depends. I would definitely say in terms of the game itself, don't play on the game too much because over a period of time you're just going to wear yourself out, so do it enough that you can actually enjoy the game and feel like you're, you know, just there to play it, not you know, just constantly feel like you're dying, because let's be honest, in this moment in time, I'm 50 for 20, that's not great. That guy should have died a long time ago. But it is an all-out warfare game, which I absolutely love, and I think it's nailed its part in the sense of just feeling so much better than Call of Duty. I generally think this is a game that can outdo Call of Duty in all aspects, and I think it's won me over. Yeah, it doesn't have zombies, which I can genuinely care less about now. I think it's more so just actually having a multiplayer game where you can play with your friends, have a little bit of fun, and genuinely just have a tactical, fun, enjoyable game. And yeah, I mean 16 for 22, it's not great. It's not great at all. But nevertheless, guys, hopefully you guys got a bit more of an insight into the game. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If there's anything you want to know about the game in depth a little bit more, definitely hit up in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. But if you are new, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers, guys.